All right, new year, new segment. This one's called Tennis Flow, where I'm just hoping to do a stream of consciousness, behind the scenes, DVD commentary for those that are old enough to remember. I'm just going to kind of go over some longer format playing footage. Usually these are just mostly just friendly games that I'm usually playing. This one is with a tennis friend. We're kind of just grooving. He's had a new baby boy, so he hasn't been out hitting much. So getting the rhythm going. We usually start up, or I usually in general start off with some mini tennis. I find that I can't play well if I don't do some mini tennis. So that's what we're doing right here. Funny enough, when I was playing a little bit in France, they do this a little bit differently. They go cross courts service box. So forehand, backhand, and then a little bit down the middle, which I prefer because you got to focus a little bit more on the each wing. But yeah, baseline, warming up here, just finding that groove. So one thing I'm focusing on here is I was actually watching this one player, I think his name is Costa on Instagram. And he was talking about how your offhand, you want to open that up as soon as that ball travels the net post. And that really kind of unlocks something for me. Hey, where I felt like before I would just kind of arm it. It would force me to arm it because I wasn't opening up my chest. So now that I'm doing that technique, it kind of just helps me just run through the shot a lot cleaner. So I've been working on that, especially this practice. That's what I'm focusing on. That, and another coach was telling me about just getting a little bit more under the ball before I make contact, so it's just less flat. It's just trying to get more shape on that ball. And overall, I think this season I'm just trying to get a more consistent forehand, and that involves a lot more topspin, which I think I'm getting closer to a point where I'm really happy with that. Yeah, you can see the offhand kind of really coming up there, which is nice. Moving those feet, and working with another coach in terms of contact point, making sure I'm getting to a lot of those apexes when I can. Decent backhand there. Caught that one behind a little bit. Yeah, those a little late on those timings there, but overall from this angle, I like the shape. That's what my old forehand would look like. A little flatter, very low over the net. Cost me a lot of errors. So it's nice to see that I'm slowly improving. I don't like my split step overall. I feel like it looks like I'm hopping like a frog. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter what I look like. Ooh, that was a bad forehand. As long as I'm doing it properly, but it looks like, I don't know, something about my split step doesn't look natural. I don't know. Maybe it does. Backhand was actually feeling okay, if I remember correctly, on this one. It's actually hitting somewhat decent. Oh, bad forehand there. Those I want to miss as much, or avoid as much as I can nowadays. I want to do a lot less of that. Got that over. Not bad. I'm terrible at feeding too. I don't know if you can notice. I'm very bad feeder. I've been trying to switch over to continental, and but I'm starting too high up. I gotta let the ball drop a little bit more. It just feels strange to me still. So I'm not a very good feeder, silly as that is, but it actually matters. See, that's not good. That shouldn't happen. I think I also don't feel like, yeah, when I swing out like that, it's just, I just gotta feel the confidence through all my shots. Because when I don't, and I just hold back just a little bit, that's where the arrows creep in. See, yeah, that shot I struggle with. And yeah, I can see here I switch up the racket. My buddy had some extreme pros to try out. And this got me really thinking. So I'm a Blade V8 1820. I've been 1820 for the past few years now. I started on a 1619. I just like the consistency of a 1820 and the control. But this felt nice. Like I didn't have to work for a shape at all. It just came right off the string bed. It was sweet. And the balance point was really nice. I could really flick it. Yeah, you can see my face there. I'm like, what is this magic? I don't have this with my other stick. It felt a little tinny, which I was surprised because it's a pro racket. But it felt good enough that I want to demo this racket now. So I'm going to see if I can get my hands on this one again. I tried serving a little bit later on, you'll see, and I couldn't find my flat because we were just doing it for like a few seconds. I managed to slice it a few, and my goodness, it just, yeah, it was surprising me. Like I feel like I'm missing, or just opened up an element that I didn't necessarily have in my other sticks. Because the blades, I feel like, you can. You get that thump, but I feel like it's tough for me to just find a lot of shape easily. But it's just a great overall stick. I'd give it like a 7.5 out of 10. 8 out of 10. I like it enough to hang with it. I don't think there's a perfect racket out there. Oh yeah, volleys I didn't love with this. I remember it just fell off. So I probably would let it up at 3 and 9 or something, 10 and 2, if I was to pick it up. But yeah, just look at that. I remember feeling that one. That just felt so nice. I didn't have to work for it. I think he was saying that there were Tourmaline strings in there, and that could have helped. I've never played Tourmaline before. Yeah, as silly as that was, like that little forehand chip I did there, I didn't have that not long ago. Yeah, bad backhand there. Move my feet. Yeah, I was trying the serves here. I was just warming up some serves because we hadn't served yet. That's why I'm finding when I warm up my serve and I walk into the serve, it really helps me find the motion a little bit better. So I've been doing that a lot more now. You can see me kind of step forward. I don't really care about this foot faulting. I just want to get the rhythm going. Yeah, that thing just cut like crazy. It was so nice. I don't think we do any serving. Yeah, we just do hand fit points on this one. So I think we're starting here. Yeah, I look a little bit more active on my feet. Back to the blade. Good deep shot there. Nice. Yeah, we try to like ease in the first 2-3 balls and then kind of find the angles. You don't want to go off a winner off those first balls there. That was a bad slice. That's something I'm also working on this season. With the coach, he wants me to switch up the motion a little bit. I like, ooh, yo, that was a bad approach, bad read. He wants me to do more of like a Tiafo slice. See that backhand, seeing that now? I probably would taken that earlier. And that's another thing that I gotta work on, is just taking the ball a little bit earlier on that backhand. Because you can see like, some of those balls that I'm letting jump up on me, I have to take so high up. I'm just always on defense as opposed to offense on those shots. Yeah, good step in there. And let's see what I do. Yeah, see, I would approach that a little sooner. I think, yeah, I was just being a little lazy there. Nice shot, or nice stroke at least. My partner here is one of those freak athletes that picked up the sport only like a year or two ago, or I don't know, not more than a year or two now, but just one of those athletes that can pick up sports easily. I'm always amazed like how good he is, minus that shot obviously. But yeah, he's a good hitter. It takes me like 5 more years to pick up what he's picked up in such a short time, you know? Good backhand. Backhand down the line too. I mean, that probably wasn't the point to do it, but that's something I'm not as confident in doing, and I will really want to get that in my arsenal. I think I'm starting to spray a little long here now. See how back I am? I'm so back. Why am I playing such from a defensive position there? I don't know. Side note, I really like this shirt. Ooh, yeah, drop shots are not my thing. I gotta work on that. He got it, he got it, he got it. There he is. Almost got it again. There's a slice. Letting that drop too much. Oh, I actually like that approach. That was a nice backhand approach. I didn't have that too long ago either. So, you know, this kind of scared me. And I'm like, in my head, I had to remind myself, just go for it. But yeah, footage cuts out. That's it. Thanks for tuning in, staying with me. Let's see how this one does, and if people like it. I like it, but if anyone else likes it, I'll keep doing them. Thanks a lot.